Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is Monday, October 4th, 2021. I hope that you all had an outstanding weekend and that you all were able to do something fun, new, and exciting. And most definitely, this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. Happy Monday. I know a lot of folks don't like Monday to be happy, but you know what? For me, it's a brand new start. It's a great opportunity to start off fresh and most definitely get back acclimated for the week. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some corruption being brought to the light, and we're also going to be talking most definitely about some XRP and Ripple as they're making moves behind the scenes. So get ready, get excited for some things to come, and most definitely I want to make sure that we acknowledge every single one of you who have come on board for subscribing to the channel. This is a journey. This is a marathon, so thank you for coming on board, and for those folks who've continued to support the channel, I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. You guys keep the channel going and upbeat and looking for new information to provide all of you. So again, thank you for tuning in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this crypto market cap, as Bitcoin's dominance is at 42.5, Ethereum at 18.7, with a global crypto market cap of 2.12 trillion, which is not bad here, as it's a 0.69% decrease over the last day, over the weekend actually. And most definitely you can look at the trending biggest gainers and some recently added tokens here in the coin market cap. But here we are at number one, Bitcoin $47,789 flat, while Ethereum is at $3,364.91 there. At number two, Binance Coin BNB $423.23, and Cardano $2.19, and still posted at number four. As we can see, Solana making moves to the number 6 spot, $170.65. So if you were shaken out of your position because of a glitch or some sort of technical difficulties, some time ago, not too long ago, here we are posting some great gains and looking to get back to its all-time high. XRP, our beloved XRP, at $1.05 at number 7, and here we are with USDC $32.3 billion market cap, Polkadot $31.12, and rounding out the top 10, you got Dogecoin at almost 24 cents. So again, there was a great buying opportunity, $5 for $1 not too long ago, and most definitely here we are. We're going to take a little stroll down the market cap here. Algorand almost $2. It did breach $2, a little bit over $2 in fact, and most definitely we do see this Axie Infinity AXS doing some tremendous gains over the last several months, and most definitely posted at the number 20 spot. I don't know too much about it, so therefore I can't really report on it. I just have noticed by doing the market cap, we've discovered that it's been on a tear as of late. And here we are with Tezos, $8.64. I'm very happy that I've taken a position a long time ago on XTZ, as I do see, even if my portfolio is down, there are going to be some tokens that are going to appreciate and still kind of keep your confidence level up. And Tezos has been one of those, especially with the every other day staking rewards that come to my Ledger Nano S. So again, if you are a Tezo hodler and you don't have it either on one of the exchanges, most exchanges they give you staking rewards, but I just go ahead and put it on my ledger just to be safe, and they give me staking rewards every other day. And most definitely when the price increases, the staking rewards increases with that. So just be aware of that. So here we are taking a stroll down. You see some red here and there, but not too much. Okay, but I would always encourage you to take profit when profit needs to be taken. Park it to the side, because we never know when there's going to be a downturn. But it does look like the market is going to be a little bit fluid, and we'll see what happens as we see price appreciation. And speaking of, like, say for instance with Tezos, don't always put your eggs in one basket, because at the end of the day, there's going to be assets that you say, well, I should have bought this, or I should have bought that, or what if. You just eliminate that by diversifying your portfolio, especially in crypto, because it's a nascent asset class, and you're going to have different opportunities with different type of cryptocurrencies or digital assets. I will say this, looking back on my investment history, there's tokens that I could have had and things like that, but you know what, when I was focused solely on one, which was XRP, and I doubled down, tripled down, and I continued to go hard on accumulating and acquiring XRP, I kind of took my eye off other assets. And most definitely, I wish I would have, done differently. But, in hindsight, that's only in hindsight. So I just wanted to share that with you all, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be tunnel vision. You want to use your vision that is peripheral based, so that you can actually see everything as clear as possible. Because I'm almost assure you that it could be any type of token or any type of asset that you could put money towards, and you're going to get returns. Whether you are a short-term investor on that particular asset, long-term investor on that asset, you're still going to have an opportunity to make some gains, to get in and out, so that you can actually buy your favorite or go in on your favorite asset or token, so you can accumulate as much as that. So just keep that in mind. That's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to throw you out there some experiences that I've gone through, so that it might help benefit you in the short term, midterm, as well as long term. So just pay attention to that, and most definitely do your own research, come to your own conclusions, use discernment when it comes to your investment strategy. So anyway, let's just get right into this. I talked to you about corruption brooding its ugly head, and we are going to tear a patch in these folks. Okay, so we can most definitely keep posted with them. This is coming from Zero Hedge. Fed Vice Clarita trade millions one day before Powell's emergency pandemic statement. Okay, earlier this week, with Fed hawks suddenly dropping like flies following the resignation of Boston and Dallas Fed presidents Rosengren and Kaplan amid a public outcry over their recently revealed day trading activities, which benefited them as a direct result of the monetary policy decisions they were explicitly and directly involved in. And we joke that if the Fed wants to get rid of all of the hawks, they just need to leak the trading records of Kansas City Fed President Esther George, widely viewed as the most vocal hawk among the FOMC members. And again, well, it may be George yet, but overnight the government ethics published forms which showed that none other than centrist Fed Chair Richard Clarita may be the next to retire. Perhaps he too is on the kidney transplant list. That's humor, I guess, following the revelation that he was trading in and out of millions in securities on February 27th, 2020, just one day before the Fed Chair Powell issued an extremely bullish emergency statement hinting at possible policy actions as the pandemic worsened. So again, I'm going to leave the rest of this here in the description for you guys to read. But most definitely, I've always said it, and I will continue to state it. The Federal Reserve will collapse under the weight of their own corruption. And this is going to be with other agencies, other entities across the globe. And most people are not going to catch it or understand it, is because they are just blindly and aimlessly looking at things that don't really relate to them or pertain to them. But here we want to address every single corruption, every loophole that they've been going through, every manipulation tactic, all of the language that they use, so we can actually try to understand it, digest it, so that we're not caught off guard. We're never going to be caught off guard here for those folks that listen to this particular channel. I'm not saying other folks don't address these things. What I'm saying is, from here, you're going to get truth, transparency, and honesty, and we're going to take a deeper dive into some of these folks, especially in the month of October, because this month I think is going to be a very telling month. It's going to be huge for a lot of us, so we want to make sure that we're paying attention. And here, Pandora Papers, biggest ever leak of offshore data exposes financial secrets of rich and the powerful. And this is coming from theguardian.com, and this was just actually in my email this morning, so I wanted to push it out to you guys. Millions of documents reveal offshore deals and assets of more than 100 billionaires, 30 world leaders, and 300 public officials. Pandora Papers news and reaction live updates, and then you can see all of our Pandora Papers coverage here. The secret deals and hidden assets of some of the world's richest and most powerful people have been revealed in the biggest trove of leaked offshore data in history. Branded the Pandora Papers, the cache includes 11.9 million files from companies hired by wealthy clients to create offshore structures and trusts in tax havens such as Panama, Dubai, Monaco, Switzerland, and the Cayman Islands. And they also exposed the secret offshore affairs of 35 world leaders, including the current and former presidents, prime ministers, and heads of state. They also shine a light on the secret finance of more than 300 other public officials, such as government ministries, judges, mayors, as well as military generals in more than 90 countries. So again, folks, corruption will be leaking out like unseen before, and most folks are going to be shocked and in awe. But we know, if you listen to me, we know that this corruption has to boot its ugly head, because at the end of the day, you know, what are these folks doing? You're talking about 100 billionaires. Okay, you got 100 billionaires. You got, at the very least, you got 100 billion. Okay, why aren't the people that are serving our country, that you see homeless, without homes or without shelter, why are those folks still on the streets? You still see people that are living in poverty, can't pay their bills, living paycheck to paycheck. You're still seeing all of these folks. Why is it that these folks get to do all of this stuff, but yet we don't have the benefit of being able to pay our bills, pay our mortgage, pay our rent, put food on the table, put clothes on our back, things like that? Why? Okay, so now you're going to understand why I believe the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the world is about to occur, because at the end of the day, there's only a select few. You're talking about 100 billionaires, you got 30 world leaders, 300 public officials, so that's 430 type of people. Okay, compare that to billions and millions of people across the globe. Most definitely, you know, that outcome right there should be able to change the dynamic of the way we live, the way we feel about ourselves. And I guarantee you, the things that we feel towards one another, whether it be that we're uppity, whether we are snooty, we turn our nose up to certain people, and look down on people. Listen, I'm just going to be clear. When I work at certain jobs, I always give the homeless people money. I always take care of the dishwashers, the bathroom attendants, the janitors, things like that. That is just the way I operate. I'm not saying that you do, but you know what? We all have a role to play, whatever it is that we need to play. And most definitely always be willing to give, because that giving is going to come back tenfold. And with these people, our billionaires and millionaires, being selfish and things like that, you know, they deserve to lose every freaking thing. And for those who are givers and believe in giving out of the kindness of their heart with nothing expected in return, those people are going to be the beneficiary of being able to provide and have greater responsibility placed on themselves. That's me. I do believe that I will have a great responsibility moving forward. So if there's some sort of crisis, we've already been through the pandemic, but if there's some sort of crisis and I'm a multi-billionaire, then I do believe that there's going to be a greater responsibility placed on me, placed on you, because we've been entrusted with this type of opportunity that we've never seen before, because there's going to be people that don't even catch it. There's going to be people that don't even see it. So most definitely, just be humble, be kind, be generous, be thankful, grateful, and appreciative. And most definitely it's going to pay off in the long run. So if you've been blessed, be prepared to bless others, okay? So anyway, let's move forward. This is coming from the businessfollower.com. Business Follower here says this: Texas poised to be the world leader in Bitcoin and blockchain. Texas has seen the upside of China's decision to cancel Bitcoin mining and what set off the great migration to Austin, Texas. And the Texas Blockchain Council has grown to 70 members, and is led by Lee Bratcher, the president of the organization. And next Friday, he will be hosting the Texas Blockchain Summit, which is an event that could prove to be the largest state-level blockchain one-day summit ever. And it's not lost what Bitcoin might do for Texas, which is already a top 10 economy in the world, with Senator Ted Cruz, Senator John Cornyn, and Senator Cynthia Lummis speaking at the event. Could make the first Texas Blockchain Summit a benchmark for the amount of interest in how Texas could benefit from the growth of digital currencies and blockchain technology. Texas Governor Greg Abbott met with Texas Blockchain Councils twice already, and recently Abbott commented on Twitter that Texas will be the crypto leader, and cryptocurrency is now coming to Texas grocery stores. Abbott referring to the decision by HEB to put cryptocurrency kiosks in some Texas grocery stores. So again, I love Texas. Texas is my most favorite state, so I'm happy to see that these guys are taking the lead when it comes to digital assets, digital currency, so on and so forth. And if you've heard me, not a huge fan of Bitcoin, but I do believe that there's a role that Bitcoin will play one way or the other. And if, don't hate me for saying this or dislike me for saying this, but I do believe that they will announce that Bitcoin will be the global reserve currency. Now, will that stand? Who knows? I don't know that, but I'm banking on it, because at the end of the day, I can see the writing on the wall of how they're trying to push this Bitcoin agenda and things like that. And again, I might be wrong, but I want to make sure that I'm ahead of it for speculation purposes. And I do believe that that is transparent to all of you. So when it happens, you're not fudded, okay? And most definitely that's going to shake a lot of people. I've said it before on this channel that it will scare a lot of people, all of their XRP holding, okay, and move their funds into Bitcoin. And I think that is a trick, okay? So you gotta kind of look at it that way. And most definitely, I'm heavily invested in XRP. I don't hold any Bitcoin whatsoever. I only hold one Bitcoin SV token, period. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin, because at the end of the day, you have to have 48,000 US dollars to have one Bitcoin, which means only 10% is 4,800. So just do the math. If you have one full Bitcoin, okay, great. If you've been early adopter of Bitcoin, you're in a great position. But if people are coming in saying Bitcoin is the one, well, I just would like to discuss with you mathematically. It's impossible for anyone to, get rich unless Bitcoin goes on to a parabolic move to $1 million per coin. I've said that I do believe that it will be $1 million per one coin at some point. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I just have my suspicion that it might not end well for Bitcoin with certain things tied to Bitcoin. So at the end of the day, use discernment, use your own ideas, come to your own conclusions when it comes to this type of stuff. Now, I'm just saying this because guess what? President Trump doesn't like Bitcoin, and they're going to always do the opposite of what he wants because guess what? They don't like President Trump. So that's part of why I'm saying that they will probably try to push forward and adopt Bitcoin as the global reserve currency. So I'm just a messenger. That's it. I mean, I might lose some subscribers for that, but it's okay. I'm just pointing it out there because we want to cover everything in its tire, so we can just kind of think a little bit different outside of the box and against the grain. Because most people, they're all about conventional wisdom. I'm against conventional wisdom, so I just think a little bit differently. So anyway, here is an article from Coinbase to launch CBDC review as early as this week. Official at the Fed are set to release a paper soliciting public comment on a central bank digital currency. Now, I don't care about the central bank's digital currency. I think the central banks need to disappear. They need to go away because at the end of the day, what they want to do is just have control over you and your financial sovereignty. The U.S. Federal Reserve is set to initiate a review of the risks and opportunities in introducing a central bank digital currency as early as this week, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal. And here are some pointers on this article. Officials at the Fed will release this paper, also again soliciting public comment on the matter. And a decision is unlikely to be taken quickly given the difference in opinion between Fed officials on the benefits and risk of the CBDC, of which the CBDC could offer. And such a report exploring these further was initially expected in September. Fed Chair Jerome Powell stressed on September 22nd that one was coming soon. However, the decision to launch a CBDC would only be made if there are clear and tangible benefits that outweigh any costs and risk, he said. Powell referred to the development of a digital dollar as critical work, and last week during a Senate Banking Committee hearing, adding that it would require legislation from Congress in order to proceed. So again, just keep your eyes on that, see what happens, and it is a stable coin of some sort. And I do believe that this is going to put the central banks on notice so that they can be monitored with transparency, honesty, and trust, so that they can no longer manipulate any of these policies or financial entities. Speaking of President Trump, Donald Trump, files lawsuit against Twitter to get his account back, and this is coming from techtimes.com. It is the art of war, and it is information war, things like that. So again, let's just go back to Bitcoin for instance. Now, Trump may say he doesn't like Bitcoin per se, and he knows that they'll do totally opposite of what he says. So again, it could just be a tactic used in the art of war to get them to do something that maybe indirectly he wants them to do. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just speculating. But again, here, Donald Trump, the former president, which is to me still the president of the United States, has filed a lawsuit in Florida to force Twitter to give him back his account. And he argued that the ban violates the First Amendment and the new social media law in Florida. Donald Trump wants his Twitter back. Trump now wants a preliminary injunction on Twitter's ban. And this lawsuit was filed in the Southern District of Florida on October 1st, according to The Verge. And the former president said that Twitter is deliberately censoring him and the members of Congress are coercing it. He also described the platform as a major avenue of public discourse, and Trump also seeks to be reinstated on the platform. And let me just be clear, if he's get reinstated, you better expect that tweet to come on a Friday. I don't know when, but if he's reinstated, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. Tweet will come from President Trump. So again, keep your eyes on this. I just wanted to point this out because this is a big step in that direction. And most definitely, I do believe he will be reinstated because it's all part of the process, all part of what they call the plan. So anyway, let's keep moving forward with this video because we got some Ripple XRP news coming up shortly. Coinbase reports 6,000 crypto account hacks after SMS flaw. And this is coming from cryptoslate.com. Hackers use an unusual vulnerability to steal crypto from user accounts at the American Crypto Exchange. Over 6,000 Coinbase users saw their accounts drained last week as hackers exploited an authentication bug to bypass the company's SMS security feature. Tech publication Bleeping Computer reported. So again, read the rest of this. If you are a Coinbase user, I hope that you weren't affected. And I've always shared my experience with you. There was a SMS hack on mine, or swap on my Coinbase account. I no longer use Coinbase. I will no longer affiliate myself with Coinbase because, again, I do believe Coinbase reeks of some sort of corruption or some sort of practice that doesn't benefit the people, and they're not going to give you your crypto. They're not going to give it back to you. So again, Coinbase, if you're listening, you can come after me, but I will never pay you back for what was stolen from me, because my bank most definitely understood that it was a scam, and it was most definitely some fraudulent activity, which they reimbursed my account. So again, Coinbase, you're going to be holding the bag on that one, because I will never use your exchange. I will never log into your exchange ever again. And most definitely, anytime there's a market increase or whatnot, it seems like Coinbase always shuts down. So again, excuse my language, screw Coinbase. All right. And here now we got, this is coming from ripplecoinnews.com. So now we're at the portion of the video where we're going to get solely focused on XRP Ripple, as they are working behind the scenes, doing some due diligence. Most definitely, I think that this is all bullish momentum. Ripple, which will compete with Ethereum as the firm launches a preview version of the federated sidechains. All right, so Ripple releases preview version of the federated sidechains through September 30th. Blog on the development community, Ripple announced the launch of federated sidechains preview. Ripple had been focused on building federated sidechains for a long time, as well as announced its vision for the first time earlier this year. And for now, the preview version of the blockchain is released for developers to view it, leave a comment about the technical design, as well as engage with it to explore blockchain's potential. The federated sidechains has the capability to complement the XRPjoe mainnet, and it will also enable developers to launch new capabilities concerning DeFi, NFTs, smart contracts, as well as interoperability. And Ripple invited developers to engage with the federated sidechains, as it announced today. An engineering preview of federated sidechains that can be used with the XRPjoe is now available for developers to experiment with. And then again, Ripple stated each sidechain will act as its own individual blockchain at the high level, whereas the federation will unlock value in the form of XRP and other tokens, which would enable them to move from sidechain to the mainnet effectively. And again, the federated sidechains will operate without compromising efficiency, high speed, and throughput of the public XRP mainnet. So here you got some Ripple diversity. While the actual date of the federated sidechain's full version is not announced yet, it does not seem to be much far given, and the preview version goes well. During the year, Ripple has already made some interesting announcement that could give the firm a lead over others in many sectors, including CBDC, NFTs, and DeFi. Moreover, currently Ripple is the leading blockchain service provider for cross-border payments, as well as remittance services. So again, Ripple XRP is being brought to the mainstream. You're starting to see it on news channels and things like that. So get prepared, buckle up, because this is going to melt faces and people are going to be shocked what XRP can do. Then again, here, A and B crypto, Ripple decides to add liquidity to ODL corridors through the XRP escrow release. Ripple received its first installment of $1 billion in the last quarter of 2021. Something interesting happening after it. And Well Alert highlighted 3 transactions in which a total of $1 billion XRP was released from the Ripple escrow wallet almost 18 hours back from the time of reporting. Ripple was swift to move 100 million and return 800 million XRP to escrow as per escrow tracker Leonidas. Okay, I don't want to mess up his last name. This was the first time in months Ripple was making use of such a big chunk of XRP released from escrow, and you can check these tweets from Well Alert. In general, Ripple locks in a higher amount back into escrow. Data from XRP Arcade suggested Ripple XRP returned to escrow over 900 million XRP. However, this time it was only 800 million, and according to the author of the blog Leonidas, in 46 months, Ripple has released 46 billion XRP, of which 38.1 billion went back to escrow. Ripple has re-escrowed 828 million XRP every month on average so far. So again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm going to let you know here to read the rest. But there's some big things happening with Ripple XRP. I don't know if a settlement is coming. I don't think that the settlement is going to be likely. I don't agree to a settlement. And I do believe that these folks need to take the SEC and all of these banking entities to task, because at the end of the day, we'll see most definitely what happens here. So when you speak of XRP Ripple, they will take over Swift at some point, and you can kind of research what Swift is all about and how that happens, and transacts a lot of money per annual basis. So again, Ripple is in the news all over the place, so this is why I'm reporting on it. And here another article, AMB in crypto, these factors will open XRP's route to $1.30. And XRP dodged a bullet after a symmetrical triangle appeared on its chart, which is a move above the upper trend line, allowed the bulls to take command and fight for higher ground by gaining a foothold above an important price barrier of $1.05. And XRP can set up a possible comeback to $1.30, provided a few potholes are negotiated. At the time of writing, XRP traded at $1.03, up by 5% over the last 24 hours, and XRP battled past a symmetrical triangle which carried the threat of a near 20% sell-off. A breakout in the opposite direction saw XRP push above its 12-hour SMA, or 12-hour 20 SMA red, and regain some momentum. And for now, some tailwinds were present at the confluence of the 50-day moving average SMA yellow and $1.05 resistance. So here is some reasoning, and you can read the conclusion and the reasoning behind this. XRP indicators make key recovery and presented some buying opportunities. The RSI traded rose above the 50 mark. There was more room to grow before a reversal from overbought conditions, and some oscillator registered its first green bar above the half line in nearly a month on the back of a bullish twin peak. And finally, the directional movement index also noted a creep crossover as the plus DI line overtook the negative DI line. So again, we hope that it can reach $1.30. I'm still not selling any XRP at that point, but most definitely I will say this. I do believe that the price of XRP will go beyond its all-time high, and when I say that, you want to be prepared to take profit. You want to be prepared to also understand that there might be some sort of sharp decline afterwards, because this is going to have a lot of people that are have been waiting to take profit sell, and most definitely that will have something to do with it. But I do believe that this is going to provide liquidity for some of the things like the debt ceiling that we've talked about, and things like that. So just be mindful and prepare for some of those things as the price appreciates. Most definitely, if it reaches a certain point, I will take profit, but most definitely, I'm not a big fan of selling any of XRP, trading out of it for this or that. My thing is, I'm a long-term investor when it comes to XRP, and it's on my ledger. I keep it there. I keep it stored safely so that I don't have any hiccups or no problems. You can take anything and everything away from me as far as my crypto is concerned, but XRP, I would fall out of my seat and have a heart attack if anything happened to my beloved XRP. That's just how I feel about it. I'm enamored with XRP. I love XRP to my core because I know what it will do, because I've done this research. I've understood what it can do and will do. So again, just be patient, and all of those things that we've been waiting for will come, and it will surprise you. It will surprise me. We're all going to be shocked. We're all going to be in awe. So, but we're also going to be excited. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see your excitement because at the end of the day, it's kind of like I've never won a championship of any sort. I played professional sports. I played college sports, but I've never really won a championship. And none of my teams that I root for have won, championships. So I don't know what that feeling is, but I can imagine, the excitement that's going to come. I don't know what it's going to feel like, but I'm waiting for the day. So if you have your GoPros, you have your cameras, and things like that, record yourselves, because those things are going to live in infamy. They're going to live forever, and you always want to be able to go back, review that film, review that footage, and know exactly what it means. Some of us are going to drop to our knees. We're going to cry. We're going to do all of those things. So again, I'm excited for every single one of us who've been investing in XRP. And lastly, when it comes to XRP, this is coming from Finance Management, our magnets. XRP well moves 20 million coins to the Bitso exchange. The world's 7th largest cryptocurrency is currently trading at $1.03. We talked earlier in the video at $1.05. And Bitso, if you don't know about Bitso, is a Mexico exchange for cryptocurrencies and digital assets. The network activity of XRP saw a sharp increase last week after millionaire XRP accounts started moving the world's 7th largest valuable digital asset from crypto wallets to exchanges. Will Alert, one of the prominent blockchain trading firms, recently highlighted a transaction worth $20.3 million that involved the movement of $20 million XRP coins. And according to the details and the transfer, a leading XRP account moved 20 million coins from an unknown wallet to the cryptocurrency exchange Bitso. The mentioned transfer was executed on Friday, October 1st. XRP again is currently trading near $1.03, which is up by approximately 7% in the last week, and the total market cap of the digital asset currently stands at $48 billion. And again, in a separate transfer, XRP Millionaire Wallet executed a transaction worth $10.2 million on October 1st, and according to the details, the crypto world moved 10 million coins from an unknown wallet to the digital exchange Bitstamp. So again, XRP, Ripple, they're on the move. They're doing things behind the scenes. So get excited, get prepared, get ready for some upward momentum. I do believe this month will be a very telling month as far as price appreciation. So I just want to let that be known that I'm bullish, I'm happy, I'm excited because it breeds confidence. It breeds things like that. So just be prepared, because a lot of people have been talking crap about XRP, and you know what? We're going to have our day in the sun, and then we're going to be able to have those folks eat crow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the video, I wanted to end with this. I know it's not anything Ripple or XRP related. I should have touched base on it with the corruption stuff. This is coming from NutriTruth.org. South Africa's highest court set to free the continent from the New World Order and the central bank. And this is the biggest case in the world right now. Not only are the people of South Africa seeking a ruling to hold their president and parliament liable for the damage inflicted by the globalist COVID crime against humanity, but they are also seeking a ruling that will liquidate their central bank in order to pay damages suffered by the people. Where South Africa goes, so does the entire continent. This victory will free the people from the debt slavery imposed by the central bank fiat currency system, establish a gold-backed dollar, eliminate corrupt political parties, and establish Africa as the home base from which to begin the Nuremberg 2.0 trials for the crime against humanity, a destiny inflicted upon the entire world. And this can be a big breakthrough event that the world has been praying for. In South Africa, Constitutional Court was completely corrupted, as the rest of the world. This case would never have gotten to where it is. And please share, because this is the ruling that will break the back of the New World Order. So again, folks, if you don't believe it, the central banking cartels, they're going to be done. The elites, the political corruption is going to be done for. And most definitely, this is where it starts. And this is going to start happening worldwide, where all of these people are going to be tried for the violation of the Nuremberg Code, the Geneva Convention, crimes against children, crimes against humanity, and the greatest wealth transfer will happen. If you've gone to any of my videos, I suggest you go check out the video where I talk about Executive Order 13818 and 13848. Those are going to be pivotal here in the United States for these corrupt politicians in the United States, and a lot of this stuff is going to circulate worldwide, and most people are not going to be able to fathom it or understand it, but most definitely, where we go one, we go all, and at the end of the day, it starts here in South Africa. The mother lode is coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen, so be prepared, be ready, and a lot of this stuff is going to hit the fan very, very quickly. We're starting to see a lot of news break, and a lot of things change. The language is changing. The narrative is changing. So just kind of keep your eyes on the prize, stay focused, continue to do your due diligence, treat people right, and treat people better, and always be kind and humble. And as I mentioned, be generous, because at the end of the day, we're going to have that responsibility placed back on us to get things back in order, to get things back lively, because there's going to be a lot of sad people, and we got to be able to carry them along the way and help them try to understand what actually took place while they were asleep. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's information, today's news, as well as the video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you're new, most definitely hit the like button, thumbs up. If you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble button. And for those folks that listen to me on the, the podcast forums, there's going to be some things that I'm going to try to do differently, because I think that there's some polls, there's some question and answers that I could do over there that most definitely I want to hear your feedback, and I want to hear from you folks over there. So, we're going to try to expand our reach. We're going to try to, expand our thought process as well. Share this video, share all of my videos, so that folks can kind of get a different perspective on the way I think, and the way that I present it. So if you like it, do that for me. I would greatly appreciate it. But until then, we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll come back with some more insightful information. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you may be in the world. God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.